cat. Oh, you're dancing on my claw! Said the tiger cat to the rat. Oh, you're dancing on my paw! Said the rat to the bear gazelle. The duck quacked and quacked, what a terrible cracker! And they all began to yell. The zoo is overloaded. The population has exploded. Pop is acting on the clock. Said the wolf to the porcupine. Hey, Bill, you're stepping on my grill. Said the porcupine to the swine. Ah, you're stepping on my bum. Said the swine to the chimpanzee. Yikes, that's right. Oh, my horse. Ah, oh, ow, ow, ooh. That's what is new at the zoo. Ouch! My pouch! Woof, woof, woof! Ow! My toe! Eek, eek, eek! Yikes! My stripes! Oink, oink, oink! Oh! My hoof! Arf, arf, arf! That's what is new at the zoo. And all are things with you. Let it go! Let it go! Let it go! Ouch!
Honey, that was wonderful. You know how proud I am of you.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Max Bygraves is going to play a scene from the show Do Re Mi that he is appearing in here at this theatre. Very briefly, the story is that Max wants to be a big shot in the jukebox racket.
Show business.
In order for him to become a big shot, he enlists the aid of three
Wasn't that a
gangsters.
good song? You
His
hear
main
the audience
competitor
join in?
is
Now,
John
if you
Henry
have
Wheeler,
iTunes, all
who
through
actually
the
he
business.
really
Remember
likes.
that. In
Well, the
future,
three
I'll go on
ex-gangsters
and
have promised that there'd be no rough stuff. But not being able to put John Henry Wheeler on the spot, the hoodlums want to get rough. And Max, not being able to warn him of the danger, resorts to telling him by singing a song explaining to him what risks he actually runs. Well, the name of the scene is The Late Late Show. Incidentally, the meaning of the title, Late Late Show, is that in America, in the early hours of the morning, they show old gangster films starring people like Edward G. Robinson, James Cagney, and Humphrey Bogart. Hence this title, The Late Late Show.
Hey, I don't like that.
What's that? Oh, that's nothing. That's boy-girl stuff.
Look, he's no boy. He's a competitor. She's our property.
Fatso, what are you going to do?
Straighten him out.
Oh, no, Fatso. Will you let me handle it?
Well,
Look, will you let me handle it, please? May I?
May I?
Will you?
No, I won't, will you?
What do you want? What do you want?
Look, you told me the next time I saw you dance with somebody to complain, right? Right.
There's gratitude for you.
For what?
After the new dress I bought you, special.
You want it back?
No! All I'm trying to do is to keep them apart.
Big brother.
I'm trying to stop a war.
What? Excuse me. Hilda, honey, it's time for you to change. Well, I'll be right back.
You're the greatest. There you go.
Look, that bozo needs talking
Now,
to.
look, will you let me, please? This is a nice place. Let me handle it, will you?
I'm for living this punk spot right now.
Look, will you let me?
Look, this is way out of your line, son. I go tell him, go down the muscle and get out of our way.
But fellas, look, please.
Okay. You want to do it yourself?
No, I didn't say that.
Well, go ahead. We'll watch. And I'm on next if you miss. So don't miss.
Boy, that Japanese screamer was right. You're something out of the Late Late Show. The Late Late Show. Wait. Mr. Wheeler! Sir? Don't get up. I hear that you're interested in Tilda Mullen.
Well, only personally, not professionally.
Well, you know they've been fighting to get her on TV.
TV, tread carefully. That's a very delicate proposition.
I don't know much about TV. I get home once in a while, see the Late Late Show. Do you ever see it?
Sure, I'm an addict.
I love those old-time gangster films they put on, don't you? I love the dialogue when they say things like, all right, sonny boy, stop trying to muscle in, you understand?
Otherwise, we're gonna fill you so full of holes you'll make a Swiss cheese look like a solid rock.
Hey, that's pretty good. I like that.
Keep off the grass, you understand? Otherwise, my boys and I are gonna make you a lead necklace. Brrr.
That's what you see when you're sitting at home, watching the Late Late Show. Don't you wish you were there, instead of here, snuggled in your armchair with a bottle of beer? On your TV when you're sitting at home, watching that Late Late Show. Oh, it's those thrills and chills, tears and ha-has from those immortal cinema stars. You wish you were there right now, I know, watching not the late, but watching the great Late Late Show. I love the gangsters when they say things like,
All right, Sonny boy. We're talking to you nice, see, but you won't listen. You better listen. Otherwise, my boys and I are gonna tear you every way but loose. And remember,
Barrymore acting Hammy Jolson, singing Mammy Sparkling, Nelson Eddy, Charles Boyer kissing Hetty, Eddie Cantor, James a-clappin', Ruby, Keela tappin', Cagney, loading bogey, and Edward G. Yeah, and his stogie. I love that Edward G. Robinson. He's such a little fella, but when he grabs hold of anybody, now listen to me, sir. You know what we're going to do to you, sonny boy? We're going to run you over the steamroller, sir. I'm going to slip you under somebody's door, sir. And remember, Helen Kane, Boo-Boo-Ba-Doopa, Little Jackie Cooper, Fred Astaire, Ginger Rogers, C. Aubrey Smith, and those other codgers. James Durante, good old Nosy, Boris Karloff, Bela Lugosi, Mae West, come up and see me, and Chevalier with his Mimi, But the ones I love best of all are the gangsters. When they say things like, all right, sonny boy, we're talking to you nice, see, but... That's not supposed to happen. You're right. Stop trying to muscle in. Would have to be tonight, wouldn't it?
my boys and I, we invented the word muscle. You know what you are, sonny boy? You are a grape, and we are the heels, and we're gonna squash you.
That's what you see when you're sitting at home, watching that Late Late Show. Oh, with those thrills and chills, tears and ha-has from those immortal cinema stars. Won't you go home, John Wheeler? Won't you go home, girl? Won't you go home, John Wheeler? Won't you go home and watch the Late Late Show? I told him, Fatso, watch the Late Late Show. I broke a chair.